Wait, am I doing the intro?
Yeah, you're doing the intro.
Oh, okay.
Who else does the intro? I did it once. It sucked. I think Nick tried it, and it was just not happening.
Nick said no during the countdown, and then immediately started it anyways.
Yes, you're doing the intro.
All right, hey, welcome to episode 8 of the Pillars of Auto podcast. We're not doing it live. We're doing it not live. Have Ryan.
Hi. We're have Ryan.
we are have Nick.
I'm back, bitch.
Brittany.
And we got me. My name's Dev. Hi.
Fuck you! You just got pranked.
God, I miss Filthy Frank so much, man. I'm so happy that Joji's in like a good place musically, and I love his music, and like he's doing great. But like, fuck, I miss Filthy Frank, man. I feel like that was the end of the great era of the internet.
Fuck Joji.
Really?
Why are you gonna say that?
I don't dig the fucking sad boy vibes. And okay,
he's a sad boy though.
I appreciate that he's taking his career in a whole different path that's going more than legitimate. But I swear to God, this is the time we need Frank more than ever.
That is true.
We need a new Pink Guy album.
Yeah.
See, if Filthy Frank was like doing what he was doing previously, where he was making music on the side under like an alias and no one knew who he was, like he was doing it like as Pink Omega for a while, and then he was Chloe Burbank for a while, and then he finally decided to go with like Joji because his fans kept unearthing all his music and fucking ruining his life and shit. And he was just
he would always release something under an alias, and then someone would dig around, leak hacks or figure him out, and then out him again. So he'd start a new thing.
I don't think people realize the power that 4chan has.
Oh my God!
Like they literally found a murderer. Dude. They literally found a murderer. Like helped solve a crime. That's fucking crazy.
Good old days of B. No, I broke the rules.
Or how 4chan found fucking Shia LaBeouf's flag that he had to protest Donald Trump. He will not divide us. They got a bunch of 4chan people who were well versed in aviation to fucking triangulate the pattern of planes seen in the background of a live stream fucking video just to fuck with Shia LaBeouf. Like, I think that's got to be like one of the greatest uses for the internet ever. Like
4chan is one of those things
Osama.
4chan sounds like one of those things that could only exist in a movie. Like the shit when you talk about 4chan or some of the shit that I see on 4chan, there's like a small break in my reality where I'm like, is what I'm reading true? What's happening?
They got fucking that Zero Dark 30 movie was really embellished because the actual fucking the actual girl who found Osama bin Laden wasn't like extremely well versed in military tactics or anything like that, or even she was just an intern that was working at this one military base and was on 4chan and was like, fucking, I found him. And Obama goes, fucking give this girl a fucking movie, give her a medal. And she's just like, dude, I just found a few things on the internet, looked at some pop culture things, and boom, there he was, middle of Pakistan.
He was right next to a flag of pedo bear.
You just see a post on 4chan. I'm the actual Osama bin Laden, lol, and then everyone's just like, "What? Really? Are you? Yeah, prove it, bitch." Takes a selfie. I got him. There he is.
Man, I miss the days where the internet was 50% cat videos and then 50% shitty flash games of like beating up Osama bin Laden or beating up Britney Spears, shit like that.
Jesus.
So those good old days. Hell yeah.
The internet was fucking lawless, man. Like back in the day, like even thinking about like 10, 11 years ago, like I was talking to Brad yesterday about fucking how we've gone from troll face memes, which I legitimately thought were funny. Like I used to think that shit was
hell yeah. Like the black and white just
Jesus. Like and some of them could have been like something extremely relatable in a sense where everyone on a daily fucking basis does it. Like Lay just got up. Lay went to the washroom. Good. And then it's like the smiley face with the dude who's holding his thumb up, and it's just like, oh, that was epic or some shit. And you would just be like, those are me slapper, dude.
No,
Fuck,
I remember when I first got a Facebook in like 2008, and all I would do would be like take the what gun are you quizzes and share fucking those memes and like the demotivational poster memes. Like,
if
buddy,
you were a Disney princess's right foot, which toe would you be?
hell yeah, man. Those quizzes were the best. Like, what kind of olive am I? I need to know this. I need this information. I'm putting on my resume.
I feel like those are more telling than like Myers-Briggs personality tests. Yeah, sure, I'm an INTP, but really, which toe would I have been on Ariel?
The guys who
that's a good question. You know what?
Generally, dude, the guys who used to get generally fucking emotional, like actually emotional bad luck Brian posts because it related to them so heavily. Just stubbed my toe. Actually doesn't have toes, and some guy was just like, "Fuck, I feel that, dude."
Hey, Dave, you forgetting
Brian,
something?
I feel that, dude.
Pardon?
You forgetting something?
Forgetting what?
What's the mainstay of this podcast?
Oh, fuck, video games.
Yeah, you guys did Rage 2 last week, man. Fuck,
Yeah.
I'm so sad I wasn't there.
Oh,
yeah,
DLC
you
was fucking great.
missed Sekiro. Ryan,
Mhm.
who game are we playing today, buddy?
I'm going to go live here, and we'll see if this works.
Oh, over the last week, I accumulated 2 more stories at the TTC.
Oh, good.
That was like that.
Let me know if you can see this game.
Oh yeah, I can see it. I'm already angry.
What did I tell you last week?
So I can't see it.
What the fuck did I tell you last week? We're playing Destiny.
Nick, are you able to watch on your phone?
Oh, Destiny, sick. No, I can't. But I'm chilling. Like I'll be able to watch
Cool.
it when the video actually drops.
Yeah. Okay. Sure, buddy.
Yeah, I'm sure you've watched all 7 previous, right?
No, I watched the last one.
Ryan's playing Destiny 2. I'm on Newgrounds. I went to
another great staple of the fucking internet age.
So
really
what
original
I've
internet age.
done on Newgrounds, I went all the way to the adult rated games and then sort by date and then went to the first.
See, this is why I have the screen during this
Jesus.
podcast.
And
Yeah, because
there's a game called Dicky Mouse, and the description is just a lowercase a.
That sounds about right.
like fucking, I don't know if any of you guys remember, but speaking of Newgrounds, do you remember a Newgrounds content creator named Shadman?
Fuck it, Shadman's still around.
Yeah, man.
No, he called it quits 2 weeks ago.
Dude, I can give What?
He uploaded
What?
he uploaded 2 new pictures, but he basically said the internet has gotten to such like a low point in terms of censorship that even whoever hosts his website has now put in these like these fucking laws or like these regulations that he's not allowed to have certain content up. So posts that he made like years and years and years ago, just parts of his archive are being deleted for no reason. So he made a post about a week ago and he was like he jokingly was like, I'm going out for smokes, do you want anything? And then and he announced his retirement, that he was going to be like he's not going to do it regularly anymore. And I'm like, man, that is very sad, because like he was a fixture, like a big fixture in the Newgrounds community and the internet.
Jesus.
I mean, yes, I know he draws porn, I get that, but like fucking
he draws some of the
still,
worst
like,
porn.
Some of his shit was crazy.
Well, I'm on Shadbase right now. Like it looks like he's just
check his Twitter.
All his social medias are like dead. Like he's not posting as much anymore. Or if he does, he posts about like games or.
I swear I saw on his Twitter like 2 days ago being another sketch.
No, yeah, he that's what I'm saying. He does like various uploads, but he's not doing them on a regular basis anymore. Like he's not doing it for money anymore, because I think he shut down his Patreon as well.
Christ.
Oh, it's bad, man. him, and there was a guy that was working with him for a long time named Jay Lullaby that also gave up as well. Like, and it's kind of funny because Shad was like, okay, Jay's giving up. I'm not going to give up. And then 3 months later, yeah, okay, I'm giving up. I can't do it.
Jesus. It's a sad day for the internet.
You know what, though, man? I think maybe like every like 10 or so years, we kind of go through a new bout of like censorship and like a new censorship craze that people kind of latch on to. But I don't think it'll last forever.
I don't want to know what Devin's looking at. He giggled like a fucking child.
It's probably something fucking weird or disturbing.
No, it's definitely something disturbing.
It's Dickie Mouse.
He's still
Stop
a
playing
Dickie Mouse.
Is it supposed to be like Mickey Mouse, but Dickie Mouse?
It's just like Microsoft Paint.
Oh my god.
It's like, I don't want to call it an animation. It's like 3 different photos of this. I guess it's Mickey Mouse, or sorry, Dickie Mouse.
Get the branding right.
Pissing on the ground. And it just says Dickie Mouse in Arial font. Sorry, Times New Roman. I'm sending it to the Discord.
Oh, thank you. I'm afraid to open our Discord
that
chat.
Sounds like something I need to see.
Every time I open it, I just see Marcus Phoenix's giant dick.
Well, now it's sandwich tits.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, like
you didn't know what milquetoast meant.
I wonder what's going on the fucking Discord. I take a look like while Richie's over last night, and he's like, "Are those tits on like a baguette or like a sandwich fucking thing?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "What the fuck? Who posted that?" And then he looked and he saw it was Devin, and he's like, "Oh, yeah, no, that makes sense."
I'm on board with
like
that. Yeah.
Dickie Mouse. What the fuck is that?
Don't click it, Nick.
I can't. My phone will explode.
See, there it is. Britney Spears dress up. Tit torture. Pig rape? Exclamation mark? Question mark?
Wow.
Question mark? Exclamation mark? Exclamation mark?
Yeah, dude. Some of the shit on Newgrounds was fucking like just like you'd sit there and think like, who does this? Who thinks of this?
Oh, let's
Heroes.
listen to the author comment on pig rape? Question mark. If kids you're under 18 legally, you shouldn't play. Watch this tune. This is a little ditty I came up with over the weekend. Critics, keep in mind that this is a tune equivalent of Doodle and Notebook. It's not meant to be an epic or a Street Fighter 3001. It's just random madness. Thank you. Let's bit you bitches.
I feel like some Argentinian man
Why
was
are you
just like,
I love how you're reading that.
ready.
I love the fucking reading of it. Like the way he was reading it, it just was so like genuine.
The description of the game is rape a pig, period, question mark. Blame Tom Fulp. He talked to me through my radio and neighbors. He talked to me through my radio and the neighbor's dog.
Come to Brazil.
Yeah, like there is some South American man right now who's just on his resume, pig rape, question mark, period.
That's like fucking when
All right.
Chester Bennington
Oh my
died.
God.
Everyone, all the Brazilians on the internet. Chester Bennington dead? Come Brazil.
Oh my God.
Are you? Oh god, he's playing it, isn't he?
I mean, it's not you playing it. It's so you know those porn games where it's like it's just an animation and you can choose slow, medium, fast,
Yes.
hand job, blow job, whatever. So it's just this southern hick looking dude fucking a pig, and the 3 different speeds are wow, fun, and yippee.
Always go yippee.
Oh my god! Oh no!
He found the cum shot.
Wow, as he stabs it with a knife while he fucks it.
Jesus Christ.
Fun as he shoots it in the head.
I'm getting Amanda
Ryan,
to
how-
disable your internet access.
And
Yeah,
he sticks dynamite in its mouth and blows its head off.
So how's the Destiny gameplay going?
It's fucking great. I'm doing one of the new strikes. The moon is awesome. There's a big red tower, and the story literally made me stop and like question my existence.
Yeah, okay. With
Okay.
that,
I can't even try to explain the story to you, Dev, because you didn't finish the main base game.
because the game's not fun.
You're not fun.
Okay, probably. I mean,
I don't play you. I've put more than 1,500 hours into you.
have you?
Probably.
We met in like what 2014?
Roughly.
It was like May 2014. I think my first day was the 27th.
Oh yeah, I guess you'd know better than me. I don't know.
Hours since.
Oh my god, he's doing the math.
Oh, okay. That's 46,963 hours and 29 minutes.
I have not put 40,000 hours into you, I can tell you that much.
Oh, almost 47 hours. 47,000 hours you put into me.
Yeah, I haven't put anything into you. I take back that statement immediately.
Well, I know, buddy. You put a lot of things into me.
So, Nick, how's your day?
Well, I mean, I like just woke up, bro. Gave you a play-by-play.
That was the play-by-play? That's the instant replay.
Yeah, I just woke up.
I just woke up, and here I
I'll
am.
be up.
Nick,
I'll be up now
you,
till fucking who knows when.
Nick, did you watch last week's podcast?
Yeah, I did, but I was paying more attention to the gameplay than I was to the conversation. I'm not gonna lie.
That's fine. The first 8 minutes. Did you hear my story about the TTC?
I remember you started talking about the TTC. I don't know what the fuck you were talking about.
Okay, it was the first 8 minutes. Ryan edited in 30 seconds of that. Anyways, I went on a little rant about this lady and her dog on the bus. I don't want to get into it again. But so over the last week, I've been paying attention a little bit more on the TTC and have come back with two stories, one from today and one from yesterday. I'll start with the one today because it's not that great. But I'm on my bus on the way to work, and I'm looking at this little Filipino lady, and she reaches into this like not really nice leather purse, and pulls out this little like Ziploc bag with cobbed corn, like corn on the cob. Opens up the bag, wraps around the bottom, and just starts eating. It's like 8 a.m. and just starts eating corn on the cob like a popsicle.
Jesus.
That's fucking beast, bro. I love that shit. I do that.
That's what I'm saying. It's like this person sat down and thought, you know what? I might need a snack on my way to work. What do I got? All right, I'm just gonna boil up some fucking corn. Let's do this. But
How do you know they were Filipino?
I know so many fucking dude. I did door to door for 3 years. You know what I mean? People
Yeah, you did door to door, not Filipino to Filipino.
in Toronto. It's probably Filipino to Filipino. You know how many fucking Filipino nannies just live in rich people's houses for employment?
Wow.
It's
I mean,
true.
yes. I mean, yes, I do,
No.
but still.
The economy in the Philippines is such an anomaly. Like a lot of people that I worked with when I was doing doors were from the Philippines, where essentially the Philippines economy itself is terrible, but it's only sustained by people moving here, living in rich people's homes, being nannies, and sending 100% of the money back.
Jesus.
That's how their economy works.
Someone send him a $5.
It's just wicked. But sorry, the second story yesterday.
Oh, good. There's more.
There's one more. So,
Which nationality are we generalizing today?
No. It's just a person. So a girl comes on the bus with her baby in a stroller, and she's like just not paying attention to this kid the whole time. And every time the bus stops, the stroller kind of like tilts back a little bit because the wheels weren't locked. And not to mention, you know those like little thin cheap strollers, like the ones that you see little kids push their baby dolls around in?
Yeah.
You know, so it's like one of those strollers, not the really nice big fancy ones. So This lady has all of her purse and a bunch of these bags on the back, hanging on the back of the stroller, acting as a counterweight. So every time the bus stops, it teeters back a little bit and stopped. But I got to the point where it went all the way.
That baby ate shit.
The kid hits the ground. And the mom pushes the stroller out of the way to check her purse and her phone before.
Jesus, what the fuck?
Before checking the kid and taking the kid off the ground.
I'm in the wrong fucking city. Holy shit.
Like, the kid, the stroller falls, right? Falls backwards. Hits the ground, and she goes straight for the purse, like immediately to the purse. Moves to like kind of lifts the stroller up to get the purse off the handles, puts it back down, opens it up, checks the phone like front to back to see if it's okay.
God, I fucking love people, dude.
Then picks up the crying baby. Oh.
Anthony,
Like,
shut
fucking,
up.
Like, picks up the purse. My baby picks up the baby. Has a bit of dust on it. All right. The dust. Fuck. The baby's fine. I'll dust it off.
Jesus.
I'll make sure that new iPhone 11X is good, my dude.
Hey, it's got 3 cameras. How many cameras does the kid have? Just saying.
Possibly one to express themselves in their late teens.
Nick, pull the mic away. You're fucking clipping again.
All right. How's that sound?
Better.
Sounds better. Oh my
Good.
God.
Holy shit.
Good.
Yeah,
interaction
Nick doesn't have to
crazy,
take the
man.
Brampton trans anymore. Lucky him.
Closest interaction I've had to people today was I chased a squirrel down the road.
Why would you do that?
I'm fucking 12.
Damn squirrels! Wait,
It-
12? Damn squirrels!
Thank you. It gave me this look that was just like, are you coming this way? Please don't come this way. So I deliberately stayed on that side of the street and just followed the squirrel as it continued to run in the direction that I was going, not realizing it could veer off at any point and be safe.
So it's just beelining it down the sidewalk with you?
Directly in front of me, trying to get away as if left or right wasn't an option. Or vertical, it's a fucking squirrel.
Yeah, anywhere but near me.
Exactly. I'm not changing my path, buddy.
Well, it's like those movies where like people are running from like rocks falling down a cliff and they're just sprinting down the cliff. It's like, yo, just go like a little bit to the right. You're good. Or like when they're like running away from a car. It's like just don't.
Yeah, like why
don't do
are
that.
you following a straight line? Like why are you going this in a straight trajectory? Like you're not even changing your trajectory at all. You could easily move a bit to the right and the danger is averted, but that would ruin the movie's plot.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but that ruins the movie's plot because now I'm taken out of it a little bit. Now I'm like, dude, fucking move. Like if they ran off to the right, I'd be like, oh my God, yes. Woo! Best movie ever. And I'm into it. Give me that. Fuck, man. What have you guys been up to?
Bro, I just found a fucking comment that says that some guy heard Dying Fetus being played on the radio, and I'm like, where? Like, what fucking radio station plays Dying Fetus? Not
Norway?
anywhere near fucking me, dude.
Well,
That'd be
they
so
just
sick, man.
they just dropped a new song. I haven't listened to it yet, though.
Dying Fetus?
Yeah. No, not Dying Fetus. I was thinking Cattle Decap.
I forgot there were a
Yeah, I was
band
gonna
for a
say,
second. And I was just like,
Dying
that's a
Fetus,
fucked up radio station.
Well, Dying Fetus is like also one of the bigger death metal bands. Like I definitely expect to hear them on the radio, especially satellite radio. Really,
they're actually one of the better death metal bands too. To be honest, they're the only one. They kind of keep with the extreme and shit. Did you guys hear that their music was featured on a fucking episode of South Park recently?
I believe that.
Yeah, Stan forms a death metal band to protest his dad, and every time him and his band would play, it would be Dying Fetus, like the music. It was so fucking cool, man. You guys got to watch the video clips.
Korn was on South Park a while, like years ago.
Yeah, wasn't Korn actually on South Park? Like weren't they their likenesses actually shown on South Park?
Yes.
Yeah, I think the actual members were on it.
Right. Jonathan Davis has featured on a lot of. I think he was also in an episode of I think it's called Gumball.
Oh fuck yeah, Adventures of Gumball.
Yeah,
The fucking Jonathan Davis was in the. Isn't it like the Amazing World of Gumball or some shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's with that little blue cat and the fish, right?
Yeah.
Gumball and Darwin, I think. Yeah.
Well, did you hear?
yeah. He was like a pimp cactus on that.
Oh, what's the guy from Limp Bizkit?
Fred Durst.
Fred Durst. He's directing a movie right now.
Like a motherfucking chainsaw, dude.
No, he had the movie dropped and it did terrible. The movie went to I think it was 53 theaters in the United States, and I think it grossed $9,000.
Oh, good. He made back his food budget for the day.
I think John Travolta starred in it.
That's right. It was fucking John Travolta.
It's just one of those days. It's all about the he said, she said bullshit.
Now it's called copyright struck.
It's called The Fanatic.
I'll never forget when Thrown to the Wolves covered that song at that show, and my dad just fucking left the venue, man. And I'm like, both my dad and Fred Durst to be very proud right now.
Oh my god. I don't know if Fred Durst.
And it was such a good cover too. Because I was like, this is the best way to do a Limp Bizkit cover.
But
crazy,
so Fred Durst put out a movie called The Fanatic that came out on the 30th.
Oh jeez.
Of August. Of
what
August,
the fuck?
sorry.
Really?
It got a 3.9 out of 10 on IMDb.
That's optimistic. Okay.
And 18% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Holy shit.
And a 17% Metacritic.
All right.
Oof.
Definitely dropping the cash to go see that in theaters.
Sorry.
I feel like it's still better than an Uwe Ball movie.
Gave it a little bit too much credit. It didn't make $9,000 in box office. It made $3,153.
Holy shit.
Has anyone gotten a chance to go see Joaquin in the Society yet?
Not yet.
I really want to see it. I don't want to be shot by an incel.
I think you'll be fine. If it hasn't happened already, it's not going to happen now.
Yeah, I love how the incels are just fucking with everybody now. Don't show up to the theater. Don't go. And then it's so funny though because
the incel
it's their
community
movie.
has become a meme though. Even what was it, Bagel Boss or he fucking skyrocketed the incel meme.
Say if these motherfuckers were being dead ass, they're being 100% real about it. Why would you go to a theater where a movie that is technically glorifying your culture? Why would you go and kill people for watching that? Wouldn't you be like, yes, Joaquin is spreading the gospel, instead of going in and going, fuck all y'all, boop.
Yeah, but man,
you don't have to beep it, right?
They want to be like the Joker and cause chaos because your pee small. I don't know,
I don't think the Joker's an incel.
It's so sad.
They don't want to.
It's so sad.
Yeah, and also, Joker's definitely not an incel.
Yeah.
He literally has a pussy slave.
That boy fucks.
Yeah, I mean, maybe this version of Joker though, because the way that they're portraying him isn't the whole reason the movie isn't the whole plot based on heartbreak and stuff.
I thought it was just because he was a shitty comedian.
No, it's his life is going down the shitter, and I don't think
I know that
because incel culture is involuntary celibate, right? It's
yeah, you don't get laid. You're involuntarily celibate.
Yeah, so if incels are attaching themselves to Joker because they think he's an involuntary celibate, that makes no sense.
They see him as someone who is never given a fair shake and is held down by society and is always hard done by and never has the say until he finally snaps.
That just sounds like normal person in the movie.
Right?
Oh, hey.
I can't wait until Dev shows up to practice one day with his hair dyed green and fucking clown makeup on. And I'll just kind of nervously look over at him every once in a while to make sure he's not pulling out a gun. Fucking.
Dev wouldn't shoot you, he needs you.
Yeah, but if he was going to shoot himself, he no longer needs me, so I'm expendable.
Don't give him ideas.
You know, I would never dye my hair.
That's the one. That's the part that he took offense to. You know, I'd never dye my hair. I'll still bring a gun and murder everybody, but my hair will never be dyed.
If I'm taking myself out, I'm not going out of hell alone. Fuck that.
All right, I'd like to tender my resignation because
no,
God knows I'm first.
Dev walks out of the fucking rehearsal factory with a fucking AR, and some guy's like, "Look, it's Sebastian Bach with clown makeup on. Watch the fuck out." Richie was talking to me a few days ago, and he's like, "Would Dev get offended if I started referring to him as Lucas Mann every time I saw him?" And I was like, "Yeah, God. Probably."
Yeah, I would.
I don't know. You are the best guitarist of all time.
I am
the greatest technical deathcore guitarist of our time. Changed my mind.
Yeah, it's me. Oh, and I'm not even 25.
My God, you're not. Fucking child.
You're almost there, though. You quarter life bitch. Maybe that's what's happening. Maybe you're having the quarter life crisis.
It's technically midlife, and people hate when I say this. Midlife crisis is 25 because the brain experiences time not on a straight scale, it's logarithmic. So by the time you reach 25, you have experienced 50% of time that you will experience.
I was going to say, if you're referring to like actual biological process and where our bodies break down, I was like, yeah, maybe in the fucking Middle Ages, when you reach the age of 15, you're technically at your fucking midlife crisis.
What age is it where your body's cells start dying faster than reproducing? Isn't that around 50?
Yeah.
I know. I think doesn't your metabolic process start to slow down by the age 30?
Yeah, and then 40 is when it starts to like hit that decline.
But yeah, dying is considered the process of the body's functions decreasing more than increasing. So the age of which your cells start dying faster than they reproduce, that's technically when you start dying, which is around 40, 50.
Yeah, Mackenzie's right next to me, and she was like listening to the conversation. She just said that like after 25, that's when like the cells really start to like kick it in overdrive in terms of killing themselves and dying off and shit.
Good.
And I was like,
waiting for that.
I have another. Dev reaches 25 and fucking some guy goes, "Damn, man, now the cells don't regenerate anymore and they're just dying." And Dev's just like, "Well, I'll drink to that, bro."
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Dev looks down at his chest every morning and goes, "Hurry the fuck up."
Yeah.
Dev just looks at his like at like a morsel of his skin and just goes, "You fucking die already. Just go, man."
Every time I see a new freckle or mole show up, I'm like, "Please be cancerous. Please be cancerous. Come on.
Jesus.
Come on. Give it to me. Let's go." I do have this one on my hip it's getting there. She's looking really sick.
Fucking, I remember I had someone come up to me at a show one time and they're just like, "Oh, your guitarist looked like pretty beat up after the show. Is he all right?" And I'm like, "No, yeah, he's like ecstatic right now, man. He's just dead inside."
Being real with the fans.
Wishing he was dead on the outside.
Wait, what show is this?
No, it was at the UABB show because like I guess you just looked tired when you got off stage because I was like looking at you and just like,
slept
holy
in 2
shit.
fucking months.
So it was hilarious because this random guy comes up. He's like, "Man, you guys killed it." And he's like, "But like, bro, like your guitarist like played amazing, but he just looked like he was like fucking, you know, like he didn't look like he was enjoying himself all that much." I'm like, "Oh no, he's having an amazing time. He's just fucking dead inside, dude."
I had a fucking blast, man. Like after that show, my depression was cured for like 4 days after that show.
The guy looks me really like really quickly. He looks me like right in the eye, and he like stops for a second after I said like, "I'm like, oh yeah, he's dead inside." He looks at me and he puts his fist up and he goes, "Hell yeah, brother!" And he like fist bumps me, and I'm just like, okay. What does that mean?
That he's a shit poster. I know it. I know it. As soon as like, oh yeah, no, he's just dead inside. He's like, hell yeah, get it. But man, I was at the merch table. I was having a really hard time keeping my eyes open. I ended up buying one of the, I think it was one of the guitarists of As Structure Fails. He bought me a drink, so I bought him a shot. And then I started talking to the drummer of Mount Deborah, and he's talking the whole time. I'm like, dude, I have no idea what the fuck you're saying. Like, I'm just going like,
Isaac?
Yeah.
Dude, Isaac's the best, man.
Dude, he reminds me, not just the way he behaves, but the way he looks reminds me of Ethan.
I love Isaac, man. I get what you mean, actually. I get what you mean when you say that. Like, but fucking Isaac kills me, man, because his entire being is just like swallowed up by like positivity and like memes. So like every time I talk to him, you're right. He looks like Ethan, but he sounds like Eric Andre. He's just fucking like, he's so obscure. Like I love it. Every time I see Isaac, he'll come up to me and he'll say some shit like fucking, like he'll hug me and go, yo bro, what's up? Like fucking ranch in the air, brother, or some like shit like that. You know, that's not actually what he says. Like he just says like some crazy.
I'm gonna start saying
shit.
That one.
And I'm just like, I go up to Brendan, and Brendan's just like, what's up, man? I'm just like, fuck, I love Isaac, man. He's so fucked. It's so awesome. Like he's so. I want to know what he's on because I need some of that shit.
Life, man. But like he's talking to me with that, he's just having a blast. Like whatever he's talking about, he's into it. And I'm just listening. I'm like, yeah, yes,
yeah,
yes. And I was agreeing, and he just started talking to someone else. I'm like, okay, going back to table now. And then I was talking about last week on the podcast. this lady came up to me, and I had a hard time getting her words out, and I didn't read the situation properly. I think I made her really uncomfortable, and that made me really uncomfortable.
You're talking about your most awkward fan?
I don't even know if she was a fan.
This is why Dev needs me. This is why I was so sad. I said to Richie, I was like, I felt so bad not being able to stay at that show because I'm like, what Dev loves to do is like, you know, because he's just bad with social interaction and like he doesn't, you know, it's tiring and it's obviously like very, very jarring and shit. So I'm like, Dev needs me there right now. He fucking needs me there because I take the brunt of the people who come up and talk to us, and I speak on everybody's behalf.
That's what happened at the Oshawa show, where someone came up to me to start talking. Said, "Oh, you guys are great. Awesome. This, that. You know, I should get in touch with the promoters. I know. Do you guys want to play in Kitchener?" I'm like, you know what? Nick was just saying that. He was just talking about Kitchener. You know what? You guys mingle, and I just left.
Yeah. Then I like turned around and I was like, "That is I." But it was funny too because someone came up to me at the Oshawa show and they were like, "Oh, like I didn't really, you know, get a chance to talk to your guitarist. Like he seemed like he was very antisocial." And I'm like,
which one?
Don't mistake his you, not Aki. Like apparently like Aki was just like chilling and having a cigarette and people would shoot the shit with him. But they're like, yeah, no, like the guy with the long hair, like he just kind of pieced out. And I'm like, no, don't mistake Dev's like how tired he is and like how just beaten by life he is for he doesn't want to socialize with you. He loves his fans. I said I'm like, he loves the fans. He loves the people that comes out. I'm like, he's just so boxed by like some guy, like life put on boxing gloves, beat the shit out of him for a few rounds, and they're clearly outmatched in skill. So Devin's just a little tired. Leave him be. and the dude was like, yeah, that's a perfect analogy, man. I feel that. And then he was just like, tell him I hope he feels better. And then I walked up to you and I was like, Dev, there's this fan that said he hopes you feel better, and you're like, I'm not sick. You literally looked at me and you're like, I'm not sick. And it's always great too because I say that shit to Devin. He just like with like the most alarmed face, like what the fuck? Who said that? I'm not sick. What the fuck are you talking about?
It's been to the point where even at work, I'll have different coworkers come up to me throughout the day, be like, you okay? Like if you need to like lay down or take a break, like you can. I'm just like, what the. What?
Oh fuck!
Like they're like I don't know. Like you just, you know, you look like shit.
Wait,
I'm like,
you have coworkers?
Yeah.
I honestly thought that you were like slaving away on your own there.
No.
Oh. I literally thought it was just you and your boss was having you do the job of like 90 people.
No. We have a bunch of people who are also doing the jobs of 90 other people.
Okay. That makes me feel a little better.
They're all in the same boat.
Jesus. That's worse.
But no, it's to the point where even there will be days where I'm like, you know what? I look fine, I think. I feel okay, though. I feel like I got my 3 hours of sleep tonight. I have some coffee. My brain already doesn't have a migraine, so that's a good start. I'm like, today's going to be a good day. And I go into work, and someone goes, wow, dude, you look like shit. I'm like, oh, okay, well. You know what? Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you lost me and I look fine today.
Richie was talking about how he's got this thing now where he's like, you know, when you're having like a great day, right? And then I was like, okay, yeah, I am following you. And he goes, okay, now, you know, when like you kind of sit there and you're like, damn, this day's going too great. And you're just anticipating bullshit. And he's like, the bullshit always comes. And I'm just like, yeah, because you're looking for bullshit.
Actually, there's a term for that. It's called the fucking.
Isn't that also Murphy's Law?
Yeah, but the fucking sounds better.
Well, Murphy's Law is anything that can go wrong will go wrong, right? I think that's just power of attraction, and like when you as soon as you think, today is so good. There's definitely something bad to come. Now, like you're saying, you're looking for it. You're anticipating it. You're expecting something. So something could happen that normally you wouldn't be like, there's the bullshit. But now, because you're looking for bullshit, you kind of connect the two dots and make bullshit out of nothing.
That was our deep thoughts.
Yeah, I kind of like looking at it like fucking like going into the shower. Like you're going into the shower and like whatever direction you turn the handle and like you know what's going to happen, because like if you're gonna turn it hot, like really hot, you know it's gonna be hot. If you're gonna turn it cold or really cold, you know it's gonna be cold.
You've never taken a shower at my place.
I kind of don't want to now.
I have
like,
no idea
I don't know
what the knobs
means.
do. It's fucking roulette every day.
Nick wouldn't fit anyways. Has Nick ever been in your basement?
No, we use the shower upstairs now too because we put up the curtain rod. We got a new curtain rod, but yeah, no, it's fucking. I'm taking my chances every time I get in that shower. Which one is hot?
Well, it was like that in 255, the main shower that I used.
Yeah,
dude, that thing, like you can stick it in the middle. It could be hot, mild, or cold. It's all at the same time. It's wild.
Left side of you is frostbite.
Are you talking about Amanda now, or are you talking about your shower?
Both?
Oh my god. You stick it in the middle. It's either gonna be hot or cold. Dev's just playing pee-pee roulette.
What would pee-pee roulette be?
You have a bunch of holes in a wall.
I really hope Amanda doesn't tune into this every week. Like, I hope she doesn't watch this every Monday.
PP roulette is you have 6 fleshlights. 5 of them have a needle in them.
I thought PP roulette was like the world's scariest glory hole.
Oh my fucking god! What do you mean? Every glory hole is scary. You don't know what somebody's going to do to you on the other side.
PP roulette is you got 6 glory holes. 5 of them they have a venereal disease.
Oh yeah, and one of them will actually give you AIDS. Like just straight up, you're dead the next day. AIDS.
Like I wonder what causes people to think that like a glory hole is a good idea, because you're just like putting probably one of the most vulnerable parts of your body through a random hole, and there could be like fucking who knows what on the other side.
So here's the thing. I love glory holes in the sense of pornography. I think it's fine. My anxiety, I automatically assume I'm going to stick my dick in this hole and some troll's going to cut my dick off with a pair of scissors. Like, I would never use a glory hole in real life.
Am I seriously the only glory hole advocate here?
Pornography, yes. Like I love the like glory holes. Watching porn, I like glory hole like hentai. I like glory hole just like IRL. I
didn't even know glory hole hentai existed.
Okay, maybe
everything hentai exists.
I would do a glory hole if hell yeah. I would do a glory hole if it was like a controlled thing where it's like something that Amanda and I would do.
Then it's not a glory hole. Where's the sense of mystery?
I don't want my pee. I'm very proud of my pee. I don't want it getting cut off. I don't want them biting it. I don't want,
it's a very thin plywood wall, right? Someone bites your dick off, you can probably just punch through it and grab it out of their mouth.
You overestimate
like a fucking dog who's just grabbed something they shouldn't have. Just
what would happen is I'd stick my dick in
when you chase after your dog because they have something in your mouth. Give me that.
Give me my dick back, dog.
Drop it.
Give me that, you little fucker. Give me that.
Where you going?
Yeah. Again, I wouldn't worry about it.
But I'm also the guy where I'm constantly afraid to wear my hair up on the bus because I'm just assume someone's going to snip my hair off.
Okay, you have some very irrational fears, and I love it.
I think I do actually have an irrational fear of people cutting things off of me for sport.
For how
Actually,
many times have you
I don't
watched
necessarily think
Because that's what I'm afraid of. Is I'm not afraid to stick my dick in and there was just badger in there. No, like I'm afraid to stick my dick in there. There's gonna be a girl who's gonna be like, oh, what if I was gonna be a funny little troll, a little prankster, and bit his dick
Okay.
or cut his dick off because I'm an asshole, you know? And what if someone comes on the bus and wants to cut my hair off? Like, it's scary, man. The
yeah,
world is
you know how
terrifying.
Dev is with his hair, bro. Like fucking, if someone did that to him, like that's like part of his life just gone there.
I'll
My
shoot up
hair-
the band before I dye it green.
My hair is like part of my identity. Like with short hair, who am I? If someone cut off my hair, let's say my fear happened, right? Someone came on the bus, cut off my hair because he thinks I'm a fucking and I shouldn't have long hair and skinny jeans, right? I would jump off a bridge. I would kill myself. Like I would not.
You had
I
to say
would-
that last part because my next line was literally going to be, before the end of the year, I'm snipping your hair.
I would kill myself. Okay, if you did, I'll kill you first, and then I'd kill me. There's no way you're getting away with that.
Fucking.
We'll find out before December.
Honestly, man, like I had such a irrational fear of like going on buses and shit for a long time after. Do you guys remember what happened
Really?
maybe
You lived
like
in
10
Brampton.
years ago? No, yeah, but like this was like 10, 11 years ago. Do you guys remember what happened with that that Asian gentleman in BC who decapitated that guy and started eating his organs on the Greyhound?
Go on.
Yeah,
Not aware
so
of this.
I mean, he was released from prison about maybe 2-3 years ago now, and he's allowed to. I don't know how he pled insanity and like he got put into a mental institution and shit. And anyway, like my mom, like literally we're on the bus heading to school, and my mom's just like, yeah, by the way, did you hear about that thing on the news this morning? Me being like 11, and she's like, yeah, this like gentleman or this dude who was like going home to a place in BC ended up getting decapitated by the guy behind him. Like the guy like just took his head off with a knife and like reached down his esophagus and started eating his intestines and like whatever he was pulling out. And I'm like, who as a kid I was like, who the fuck does that? As an adult, I'm like, who the fuck does that shit? Like,
Wait,
really,
did it
like,
happen
even
in Florida?
No, it actually happened in BC, like British Columbia.
British Columbia. I'm looking it up right now.
Fuck me.
The Greyhound decapitation.
I would have imagined
it's so
Florida.
fucked.
Like if you had started with Florida, I'd be like, oh, okay, cool, par for the course.
Like there was a long time where like honestly, bro, like there'd be a time like even in my late teens where people would come and they'd sit behind me on the bus and I'd get up and look at them and go nah, and walk away.
Not
Not
today.
today, asshole.
The killing
You wanna
of Tim McLean.
It's not even that. Like if you're gonna fucking kill me, can you at least show me first? Like don't do it when I'm not looking. Like just fucking like let me know I'm gonna die. I'd rather not just be taken by surprise. Fuck.
So you want the murderer to have respect?
I want him to tap me on the shoulder and go, I'm gonna kill you now, and I'd turn around and be like, all right, bro. Thanks for letting me know.
I appreciate
Let me
you
just
being
call
real
in
with
sick. I'm not going to work today.
It doesn't say. I think Nick may have remembered the story a little bit wrong. He didn't eat anything, but what he did.
Didn't he start
do-
like chewing on him?
So, what the actual report is, McLean was sleeping with his headphones. Man was sitting next to him, suddenly pounced on him with a large knife, began stabbing him in the neck and chest, and then decapitated him and displayed his head to the other passengers outside while they
I
called
think
the
he was
police.
the first incel.
What the fuck? That's crazy.
Oh, wait. No. There's a second paragraph here. They
Yeah, I
locked up
specifically remember
they locked up the
cannibalism.
bus. Then after he was locked up in the bus, he went back to McLean's body and began severing other parts and consuming his flesh.
That's so fucked up, man.
So he started cutting pieces off of the victim and started eating them.
So fucked up.
Mondays, am I right?
Actually, it was. I think it said the day. What was July 30th, 2008?
2008.
Yeah, really, 11 years ago, eh?
Jesus.
Yeah, so I would have been 12. That's fucking crazy.
It was a Wednesday.
That makes more sense.
Hump day, right?
In some
Fuck,
regards,
man,
that's
wild,
what he got.
dude.
Eek. Attack type, decapitation, stabbing, cannibalistic. What a podcast this is. Good job, guys.
Take it off Twitch and it goes the weirdest of places.
Jesus. It's shit like that. Like shit like that fascinates me in a certain way. That in some caliber, this man decided to do that. Whether it was premeditated in the sense that like I'm gonna do this to someone, anyone, right? I'm gonna do it specifically to this guy, or just in the moment, like, yo, I have a knife in my bag. What if? Funny idea. What if I just jumped on this guy and start stabbing
Does
him?
it say
Funny, you know?
anywhere if the guy was snoring?
No, but he was sleeping.
I'm not here. I heard sleeping. I'm not here to
With his
empathize
headphones
with
on.
a cannibalistic murderer, but the dude could have been going pretty fucking loud.
Okay, I used to live and sleep next to you, buddy. You snore, okay?
I didn't say I didn't, and I'm amazed I'm still alive. How I made it to 27 with this current larynx problem.
Oh my god, you're 27.
I'm almost 28.
Buddy,
Yeah.
fucking Joe told us in 2 years when he turns 30, he's just gonna fucking up and give up on fucking music and shit. He's almost 30, bro.
Yeah, he's gonna play rocks for the rest of his life.
Do you think he's gonna? As soon as he hits 30, do you think he's gonna quit doing deathcore and he's gonna join a rock cover band and play bars?
He's gonna go join Aki and Big Stinkus and the Troublemakers.
God damn it.
Well, that's true. That's
I've
true. I
lost
can't
that
believe
image. I can't edit that back in.
he's-
I had to
delete it.
I had to reformat this computer.
Oh,
I wonder how he's doing now. I wonder how the last week or two has been for him.
I spoke to him yesterday. It's fine.
yeah. I was talking to him, telling him to get me those tabs, but he's doing okay. I'm happy to hear that he's focusing on his health first.
Is he still living in Mississauga?
Yeah,
Oh shit!
I think. Wait, last time I checked, yeah.
I wasn't sure if he was like moving back home or not, like back out to Brampton.
I don't think he wants to.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, I
No.
wouldn't either. I wouldn't want to necessarily move back there. I mean, I'm still living there part time, but like fucking when I'm out, I'm gonna be out. Especially with like you saw the shit. You obviously saw the shit I shared.
Oh,
to
yeah.
my brother, right? Yeah, that's fucking nuts, man. That literally was right across the street from my house. Like we lived like just in the street behind it.
Wait, what happened?
Down near my old house, like near where like we used to live with my dad at 65 Elmvale.
3-minute walk away from my parents' place right now.
Yeah, so like fucking like we lived like literally the street behind this plaza, and there was this giant, and it's been happening for a while, man. Like even before we moved out of there, that plaza, which used to be a beautiful area and like a beautiful neighborhood, has been like bogged down by these fucking goons, man. Just these idiots that come around and they all want to fight, and they all come up in like car posses. There's like white trash. There's fucking gangs. There's like these kids that are just trying to prove they're tough and shit. And these guys ended up like getting into this huge fight, and one dude took a baseball bat to the other guy's car and was trying to get them to come out so that they would fight each other and stuff like that. And the guy wouldn't come out of his car, so he just kept hitting it with a baseball bat and was like, "I'll fucking kill you," like blah blah blah. And this dude's filming it all happen just in the middle of the night. He's like, "What the fuck, bro?" He's like, "This is why I don't come to Brampton."
Yep.
Yeah, man. It's so sad too, because Heart Lake was a great area for many, many years.
Was.
Yeah, it was. Keyword, which is so funny because we live in Bramalea area now, and my biggest concern with moving to Bramalea was I was sitting there going, okay, like this, this could be fucking terrible. Like this could be really, really bad because I know that the Bramalea area is a shithole. Actually, it's much safer than Heart Lake. It makes me so fucking angry that Brampton is such a shit city.
Get out.
Yeah, I mean it happens.
I mean, no city's gonna be perfect.
No, obviously.
That is true. I was terrified moving to Hamilton, but it's been so far so good.
I moved
Yeah,
from
you
St.
just gotta
Catharines, being like, "Fuck St. Catharines." I came to Toronto, I'm like, fuck this place too."
I honestly think like whatever city you live in, like people who aren't
me
from the
specifically?
city will. No.
Whatever
just
city I
anybody,
live in.
like,
Okay.
whatever city that a person lives in, like you're always going to hear either locals or people from outside the city saying, "Oh, there's like all this dangerous shit that goes on." But when you actually live there, like because I live in Brampton, and like yes, it is a garbage city. I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of shit and a lot of stuff that's not being done to make the city any better, and like all the social reform and shit and regentrification is just going to garbage. But at the end of the day, like people are always like, "Oh my God, you come from Brampton, you must be really hard." And I'm just like, dude, if you came and lived in Brampton, you barely see anything. Like nothing happens.
It's true. It's a
Like shit
massive
happens,
city.
and yeah, like you hear about it all the time. But like the goons kind of beat the fuck out of the goons. Like no one really bugs normal people. If you know how to avoid trouble, you're never gonna see trouble.
Well, even
Like if you're out on the street at 3 a.m. on Queen and Kennedy, you're asking for trouble.
like I'm not a Brampton native,
Rob
but
me.
like just based off what I see in the news, I see a lot more shit come out of Mississauga than I
Well,
do Brampton.
Saga's getting a lot of shit right now because they want to separate from the GTA, and
Physically?
Toronto's not happy about that. So yeah, they don't. It's almost like Brexit. Like they just don't want to be a part.
They
of
want to just
the
rip up the
GTA
borders, take
Well,
the
it's
land,
'cause-
move it.
Mainly
Well,
what it
because
is
it's for
that
tax
anyone
purposes.
exactly, and anyone into the GTA, right? Like for renovations on like upkeeping like the QEW, every city has to pitch in on that. Like every
Yeah, so
city,
if-
every
if-
city that uses that. But Mississauga wants to be like, yo, we don't want to keep paying for this highway that literally you have to use to get into our city. Fuck you guys, we want to leave.
Yeah, it's fucking wild, man. So like, basically, all the like Toronto and its media outlets have basically started attacking Mississauga and start like all this shit in Mississauga has been going on for years. People are just bringing it to light now because Toronto's pissed off because they're like, well, fucking, you can't leave us.
I don't know, man. Kids going around murdering their whole families for shits and gigs.
No,
Yeah,
yeah, okay,
Sunday
that's like that's an isolated incident. Like fucking Mississauga, actually, man. Like there's a lot of
But
areas in Mississauga.
in the news, it's like nonstop stabbing here, shooting here, hit and run here. This guy exploded from overdosing over here.
This
Like,
guy exploded from nothing. We don't know what it is, but it's fucking scary.
It's so funny because I find that the media with stabbings and with violence in cities is very much like the media when they're trying to cover up something that's going on and that's bigger.
yeah,
Like when the
whole
Ebola
Epstein shit and
yeah, like the Epstein shit and like, oh, okay, well, the Epstein problems, whatever. So let's like show them something else so that they forget the Epstein thing ever happened. Let's show them the Amazon rainforest. They'll never remember
Fucking-
Epstein.
oh my god, Rainforest died in like a week. But did you guys hear about the stabbing in Paris?
No?
Yeah, that was crazy, man.
It was an enrolled police officer administration staff just started stabbing police officers and other admins in the police station. Not a goon off the streets, a cop
Stabbing other cops.
stabbing other cops in his precinct. Killed four of them before he's shot and killed by other policemen.
And I'm guessing because he died, there was no
They don't know the motive.
no motive. That's
Well,
fucking
the attacker's wife is in custody right now.
guaranteed. They saw his pee-pee in the shower and were like, "Ha, just too small," and that was it.
Oh, it's just me pee petit.
Ooh, pee-pee-pee-pee-pee.
Oh, petit pee.
You guys good?
I'm doing better
And then he
now.
fucking stabbed everyone. He was like, "I'll show you what a hard 2 inches feels like." Nah. Just choked everyone.
Why did he go from French to like Ratman?
That's my stabbing voice. Meh.
Why is everybody who stabs someone from like 1930s New York?
Because who stabs anymore? Like, come on. Though, you know what? Because I think stabbings are badass, though. Wait. No.
What a soundbite! Thanks, Dev.
No, in a sense, like, yo, like, shooting someone, that is cowardly. You close your eyes, you pull a trigger, and then this thing does it for you. Right? Stabbing someone, you gotta put fucking elbow grease into that. Like, you have to work.
There's only
for that
two
kill.
ways.
And stabbing someone more than once. The first stab, you'd be like, "Oh my god, I didn't know the consequences of my action." More than once, buddy, you know it's happening. You know what you're doing. That is like shooting someone. You're a pussy. I gotta stop talking.
I honestly, officers, anyone listening to this was a joke. Call 911, Nick.
No, don't,
911, Nick.
don't go. Stay away from the microwave.
Nick hit 911.
Wait, I know. I think it's just fucking wild. It's probably the whole because the yellow jacket riots are still going on in France. They're on
Yellow
like their
vest?
50th.
A yellow jacket riot literally makes me think of like
that
wasps
sounds
coming
awful.
after you.
But yeah, the yellow vest protest. I think they just entered like their 50th week. It's almost been a year.
Fucking get something done then. Maybe you're the problem.
Well, that's what it. Maybe even police officers are kind of looking around, like, you know, hey, maybe this country is a little bit fucked. Someone's got to do something about it.
I don't know, maybe if the protesters were at work, maybe something would get done.
Yeah, well, why would they go to work when they can't afford to live in the country anyways?
You're not going to be able to afford to live in the country if you're not at your job.
Yeah, but you can afford to live in the country if you stand up and make some fucking change, huh?
Yeah, homeless people do it.
Fuck the government. Huh? I know you're listening.
This is going to a very strange place, and I'm almost thinking of moving and not telling anyone where I'm going.
They put the chemicals in the computer, and they listen to what you're saying, and the chemicals, they turn your fucking computer gay. They turn it, you know, your Xbox gay. Nick, your computer gay. My
Computer, are you gay?
my
Oh,
sector,
fuck yeah.
I plugged it in to the interface that's plugged in my computer. My sector's gay. It's a gay guitar. Alex Jones, everyone.
Thank you. Are you done, buddy?
I fucking love
Yeah.
Alex Jones, man. He's so fucked. I was watching this, like, my brother's been subjecting me to a fuckload of Joe Rogan this week,
Yes.
man. Like, unsurmountable. Like, it's just, it's insane. Insurmountable, sorry.
Okay,
But he
so
fucking, like,
I only know Joe Rogan from I know Joe Rogan, but I've never listened to his podcast. I only know shit from the memes.
so on
there's
the
a part,
note
there's,
of sorry, Dick. On the note of Joe Rogan's interview with Jones, isn't it fucked how he predicted everything 6 years before it happened with Epstein?
oh yeah, no, it is insane. Like, I think it's crazy, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I had this huge conversation with Brad, and I was talking about how, like, fucking, do you ever think that people who are labeled crackpots aren't really crackpots, but they're actually the smart ones? Like, people just make them out to be crazy.
I do think that sometimes, but
To a
at the same
degree,
time-
to a degree.
Ryan, remember there's this one podcast client that you worked with who was a little bit crazy.
Yeah, I can't mention
It was-
names because I feel like he has a
We're not-
legal team, but yep,
I'm not gonna mention names, but you and I know which one.
absolutely.
He so this is when I was living on Ryan's floor, so I was subjected to a lot of the podcasts, and
Loved it. Shut up.
There was this one that you had me sit down and listen to, and he would go on these tirades, and I'm listening, like, you know, that makes sense. That what? Yes, and then he would say something where I'm like, oh, okay, no.
Yeah, you lost me.
You lost me at that one. You know.
But that's what I'm
no,
saying. Like,
credibility gone.
maybe.
But that's the thing is, like, I often listen and, like, I'm a skeptic myself. I wouldn't consider myself a conspiracy theorist, but, like, I'm very skeptical about just about everything. And when I listen to a lot of people that question, you know, things and come up these theories, I'm like, I'm listening. I'm like, that makes sense. But then they'll always say something so far out of left field where I'm just like, buddy, like, you were so close. You had me. It was all making sense until the lizard people came into it, and now you're a fucking now you're a lunatic.
Shut it. Fuck.
That's why I love Alex Jones, because I always think that there needs to be a little bit of crazy behind every person who could have a little bit of truth. And I'm sitting there, like, watching this fucking, Brad shows me the, like, highlights from the podcast with Alex Jones, and there's that one scene where he literally just goes, I gotta be honest with you, I'm kind of retarded. And I'm just like, and then fucking Joe starts dying, and he's like what what? And Alex Jones is like, no, really, like, I actually have, like, something wrong with my brain, which is why I am the way that I am. And I'm just like, what the fuck, man? This is gold. But honestly, some of the shit that comes out of his mouth, I'm just like, yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense.
But that's what I'm
That
saying.
is
Like, there's a
fucked.
lot of things that Alex Jones talks about, and I'm like, yo, I agree, I 100%. But then he'll say some whack shit, and I'm like,
Yeah,
okay, well, just see, there you go.
Hillary Clinton's a part of an interdimensional vampire pedophile crew or some shit.
Hey,
So
I'm
it's
on
like-
board with
and
that one.
As soon as you take out interdimensional vampire, right? And it's like, Hillary Clinton's part of some pedo crew. I'm like, yeah, probably, given most powerful people on the planet, probably. But as soon as you bring interdimensional vampires, I'm like, yeah, you know what? Everything you said is false now.
Yeah, but can you disprove that she's not an interdimensional vampire?
You know what, Ryan? I don't come onto this podcast to prove shit to you.
Yo, speaking of which, there's this new channel that my brother showed me that I think the both of you would enjoy like a lot. Have you ever heard of a guy named Asian Andy?
Name sounds familiar, actually.
Thanks. Yeah,
He does tons of videos where he makes all this money by letting people donate to him on Twitch, and every time they donate, he has text to speech on out
Oh,
in
yeah,
public.
yeah.
And they get to say shit through text to speech. And he was doing a Halloween one last night, or I'm sorry, a Halloween one like last year, and my brother was showing me the video, and he's going around trick or treating. He's like in his 20s. He's going around trick or treating, and every time he'd get to a door, there's one door he got to where where the TTS came out, and it was just like, I'm a pedophile. I like to abduct kids. I'm looking for little boys. And this woman opened the door, and she like cautiously puts some candy in his bag. He goes, "Thank you, happy Halloween," and walks away. And there'd be some he'd be walking up to a door, and one was just like, "I have children chained up in my basement," and he'd turn around and immediately go, "Oh fuck, dude, I can't fuck me, dude. I hope they didn't hear that shit."
I
But
do
he
remember
makes
that guy.
like $2,000 a video because
He
these
was
guys
the
just
reason.
donate.
He's the reason you can no longer sleep on Twitch.
Yeah, because he made $2,000 in that one night.
Yeah. They claimed it was
But that
some
is a
bullshit.
genius idea, though.
I think I've heard of this streamer from like a different story I heard where he would just film himself at McDonald's and he would eat whatever people told him to eat.
I saw him as an Uber driver and an Uber rider, and both of those were fucking great with the text to speech.
Oh, it's so funny, man. So fucking funny. Sometimes, like, it'll, if you donate a certain amount of money, you can play your own sound clips through his TTS. That's so fucking funny. That's why I thought it was genius. I said to Brad, because he's watching, he's like, I don't get it. Like, he's just sleeping on stream, but these people are playing things and they keep waking him up and it's really loud. And I'm like, yeah, but that's the genius of it. He's a bit he's not comfortable right now because he's sleeping and these people are fucking with him. But you know how much money he's making? That's fucking genius. But it's also shit posty as fuck. Like, he's gonna get banned from so many places.
It's high risk, high reward comedy. But I respect it, definitely. Uh-oh, did I lose audio? What happened there?
No, I just stopped listening to you because I was taking
Oh.
a pause.
No, but it went quiet. Like even the static stopped.
Oh. No, I do thank you guys because Raid starts tomorrow, and this gives me an opportunity to play for an hour and a half.
True.
Yeah, it's whatever. It's a game you enjoy.
I'll just do it every week now. Now it's
it
just
is-
Destiny. Now that I've got it working, every week's just going to be Destiny.
I can say this is definitely more taxing than Rage because you're freezing like every few seconds
In that stream?
in whatever live video you have going on. Like I'm watching you, you're jumping, you're going through some staircase, and it stopped.
Weird. I might.
And
Yeah,
it'll stop for a few seconds and then it'll start.
I might know the issue on that one.
It's because Destiny is a poo-poo game and belongs in the garbage.
This has been the Pillars
Belongs-
Bottom
belongs in
podcast,
the-
the last episode.
No! It's like that's the thing with Destiny is that like it's almost a good game. It's like
Show
to
your
my
work.
standards. No, okay, so my thing is they have like 3 missions pretty much. Like if you're not doing like the raids are super well thought out. Like I will give the raids 10 out of 10. 2 thumbs up, right? But the standard missions, it's the same shit. It's go to point, hold point, kill everything. Go to next point, kill everything along the way. Hold point, kill the things along point. go back to the fucking farm. Go to point.
You
Kill
didn't
things at point.
even beat the game. Again,
I
this
don't
is a
want
game
to.
that
I
opens
don't-
up
if
once you
give
finish
me
it.
The same. That doesn't count. You cannot tell me that a game becomes a game when it's done. That is bullshit. That is
That's the thing,
stealing
it's
my
not
money.
done.
That
The
is
entire
stealing
game
my
is
money
the
from
tutorial.
you.
work.
You listen to me, motherfucker. Okay. Do not tell me that the game is not done and then finish it in some fucking DLCs. Man, I just finished Borderlands 3 after 2 weeks of nonstop playing. Guess what? Story from start to finish was amazing. Everything the whole way was fluid and fun and enjoyable. You know what's going to happen after the story finishes? Then they'll add extra content, more things, bonus. Yay. This, if you're going to give me the actual game after you fucking subjected me to this bullshit and I got fucking buy packs to download this to make this game complete because you decided that, fuck you. You're a terrible game developer and you should stop doing things ever for always. Give
Now,
up. I hate
realistically,
this shit.
how long will Borderlands last? Because this series has been doing this for almost like 6 years. We just passed the 6-year mark.
If Borderlands did what fucking Destiny's doing, fucking forever.
Exactly.
But you know what? I'm not gonna give you $100 fucking dollars to fucking string me out for 13 seasons. I want to experience the game. I want to enjoy the game to its fullest, and then I want to move on to the next game.
Yeah, but that's the difference between people who do MMOs and people who like online games and people who do like single player experiences. Is like you always know that there's going to be an end to a single player experience. Meanwhile, like for someone like myself who's been playing World of Warcraft for 15 years,
Yeah.
I mean, like it's kind of nice to watch the game evolve. Mind you, the one thing that I love about a single player game that has an ending is you're right, like it has an ending. It's great. I don't have to worry about what's coming next. Because honestly, man, sometimes with WoW updates, I kind of sit back and I go, I don't want this. No one asked for this. And then you got to sit. Dev's right. You got to sit through like a shitty fucking piece of content until the next like slightly better content comes out. But I do like that too. Like I mean, if Ryan's like heavily invested in Destiny now, making a Destiny 1 and 2, and just to add on, I would have just made Destiny like an MMO game and
That's
then
what they're
constantly
doing from
updated
here
it.
out. This is year 3.
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
Next
I
year is year
figured
4.
as much.
Yeah,
The third game isn't for a
from
while.
here out, but they did it in such a weird way where it's like they tried to do the MMO thing and then they tried to do like the AAA title thing.
Mhm.
Where
Well,
it's like we're
you
gonna
do know
like,
that they had corporate overlords, right?
yeah, but like they released like a game, but like Destiny, they released it as like a concept. Like the whole game
Yeah.
itself was like a playable demo. Like it was like a tech demo. Like here's all the things.
Actually, they
It was
gave
like-
away the
it
entire
was like-
game in the demo.
That's what I'm saying. It's like Destiny was like a fully polished tech demo. And then they just sold you the rest of the game later. Like that's where it loses me. Like I get things like World of Warcraft, right? World of Warcraft is an MMO. It is just this is a game, and then we'll mold it and shape it as we go, right? And then you got something like Borderlands, where it is this is what the game is. Here you go.
Yeah,
Wait,
it's two different experiences.
I know, but what Destiny did was kind of like it was like so in the middle where it's just like we're gonna kind of give you something but not really give you like we're gonna give you this tech demo for $79.99. I'm talking about when it OG, not when it
Yeah.
became free now, right? We're gonna give you this tech demo for $79.99, which is just gonna be the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. And then if you want more, you can buy that later. Like I don't agree with that. And here's the thing, Ryan, how many hours have you put into this?
Please hold. I'll put on my Google Cardboard and I'll look it up. Hold on.
But just give me an estimate right now so I can finish. So I can finish the thought.
It's
A few thousand hours at least, probably.
Yeah, between the first and in the 6 years, I would say it's been over 2,000 hours.
And in my first few hours of the game, I have experienced probably a good half of the environment that you have. So, like what I'm saying is that when you go to the moon, that is just the moon. Like the places you go is the moon, right? You go to fucking Jupiter, Mars, whatever. Like those areas are still the same. There's just different content within that. Something like World of Warcraft, they shape the world completely differently in each new content. Borderlands, the DLC, you go to a totally different, brand new area, right? Like I like the DLCs, even things like in BioShock Infinite, when they the two DLCs that released for that, you go to Rapture and you go back. They add on to the new world, where Destiny, it's just like, this is the world and we'll just put more things in it.
BioShock
And-
Infinite had
and-
DLC.
Yeah.
it
Oh,
did.
it was amazing DLC.
What the fuck?
Absolutely fantastic DLC.
I remember my brother was really upset about that. This is what I don't agree with. And I was about to say this about Destiny 2 was because they gave away Destiny 2 for free, right?
It is now free to play.
It is now free,
everything
which
up
makes
to
it fucking.
Forsaken.
It is
Now, is there
impossible for me to
incentives?
hate
Is there
that game now.
is there incentives for people who bought the game originally that they get that the people who just got it for free don't get?
Okay, I'm going to say no, but I'm also going to defend that decision. Well, yes, sorry. Yes, there is. You have everything that is no longer attainable for those people.
Okay.
But at the same time, if I buy a new car for $100,000, and then 5 years, like I drive that car for 5 years, and then 5 years down the road, we find out that that car is now only worth $250,000. Does that make my car any less valuable? Like, does that make my experience of buying it originally any lesser than someone who's buying it now?
Depreciation doesn't work in this, though. Depreciation, like, there's a difference between
It's like paying to get into a beta. I experienced this 5 years before anyone else did.
No. There's a difference, because a beta is not done. If let's say you come up to my merch table, right? You're like, I want that shirt. I'm like, okay, $50.
Mhm.
Cool, $50. Here's the shirt. Next guy comes up, I want that shirt. I go, you know what? We didn't pay that much for this. Here's this shirt for free. And the guy behind you, you probably turn around and go, yo,
Yeah,
what the fuck?
Yeah, but how long? That's like a 30-second time period. I'm talking years.
But
This game has been out for 3 years.
But here is the thing, though. It doesn't matter they get, like, what, the first 2 years for free, and you paid $100 for this. Some people maybe even bought, like, deluxe editions.
I
paid
did,
100. Was it 120, $130?
Yeah, about $120.
So you paid $120, what I get for free.
Yep.
Same thing. It's not that yours depreciated, right? It's not like a car. As soon as you drive it off the lot, it's worth differently. That's your car, right?
Mhm.
If anything, that car will go up in value. But it's not. It is the same. There is no depreciation. Just the person who is selling this decided, you know what? I don't want to charge for this anymore.
Yeah, because I got the experience early. Not early.
No.
I paid to have the experience when it came out.
Nope. That to me is being paid in exposure. Hate that.
We'll see. I was
We're both going to experience the same thing.
Yeah,
right?
I brought this whole thing up because fucking because we were talking about BioShock Infinite, and what I don't agree with is a developer sort of like Ken Levine and fucking Irrational Games closing their doors again a year after BioShock Infinite came out, and then going to everybody and saying, oh, by the way, all DLC is now free, but the people who bought the season and the DLC hadn't released yet. This is what I don't agree with.
That's totally different.
Yeah, and he's like, by the way, we're not giving refunds to people who bought the season's pass. So you're still getting your content.
That's just a bad move. That's just a bad move.
Fuck Ken Levine and fuck Irrational Games. He reopens the doors of that goddamn studio whenever he runs out of money.
I would say that is legit theft. We've taken your money, but we're now giving this product away for free, but we're not giving your money back. That's theft.
Bethesda did the same thing with fucking Fallout 4. They did the exact same thing.
What happened?
I remember they like. Yeah, well, there was a point when like maybe a year or two, no, 2-3 years ago, when like Fallout 4 had been out for a year. Everyone had bought the season's pass. A lot of people were pissed off about it because like the content wasn't up to stuff, like with what they were expecting. Like like the content. Yeah, so fucking. There was a point where Todd Howard and the team were just like, yeah, all DLC's free, and then everyone with the season's pass was like. Well, just for a certain time period, it was all free, and everyone with the season's pass is sitting there going, "What do you mean it's all free?"
Promotional
and then
is different.
Todd Howard's like, "I'm not giving you your money back." Ha ha.
That's still pretty shitty, but if it's a promotional offer, it's slightly different.
Yeah, but
that's
it was
not-
only
that's
a,
not
but
promotion.
it was only a promotional offer because the people who paid for it complained about it. So everyone who didn't pay
Okay.
for it got it for free. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay,
yeah, it's just it's stupid, man.
Yeah,
It's
I
so
was gonna say it
fucked.
wasn't really a promotion. That was just appeasing.
That was him. That was him trying to throw water on the fire, but he accidentally threw oil, and the fucking fire got
Yeah.
3 times bigger.
If it's a situation where, like Destiny, this game has gone free to play. The first 2 years are now, or the first year is now free. We're in year 3. I understand that if it's a live service game, they need to bring new players in, and if that's the way that they have to do it, fuck it. I've now got a much larger Crucible rank of blueberries that I can just beat the shit out of.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I guess you could look at it like that as well.
Like
I don't
I
know.
would take
I
new
think-
players
I think
over.
free to
it's
play-
a very corporate way of looking at it, but I get it. I understand it. I'm not.
Yeah, you don't have to
I'm
like
not
it.
gonna say it's wrong, but that's the thing. I don't like it. I get it, but I disagree because like I'm a Ryan pokes fun at my nostalgia and all that, but I'm a fan service guy. I'm the kind of person that you gotta listen to the core. And if you're just gonna kind of throw those people under the bus to get more people on your game, man, that sucks.
Well, that's why I was saying
At least get something out of it. Like, yeah, I get that you have what is no longer available. But I mean, give someone do like an old school Bungie thing. Well, even they start giving away like the armors that you can only get in special situations. For Halo.
like fucking
But,
Hayabusa and like
like Hayabusa. Everyone
Recon.
has Hayabusa now, but
Recon.
like give the player like, oh, you're one of the OG buyers. You bought this, so you get this like very exclusive shader, or very like only the people that bought the game will have this, right?
Yes.
Something. It's so small. It's such a tiny gesture. It costs nothing. But
Well, development time.
development time. But other than that, it's not like, oh, we're gonna give you like this extra service or anything. We're not gonna give you your money back. You know, here's this little token, this little something. Be like, you know what? Thank you. I know we're giving these guys the game for free, but thank you.
That's why I love MMO games that do the game is free till a certain level. And then after that, it really, really pays off for you to be a member, and like it unlocks certain features. So like if Destiny
That's exactly what it is.
Okay, good. Yeah. So
It's
if the
free up until a
Destiny 2
certain point.
is missing. Yeah, that's perfect then. Then I completely agree with that.
Because everyone paid for WoW when it came out. It was $50 when it first dropped. It's free as shit now.
Yeah, and then they gave the people who had bought the actual expansions an incentive by giving them like free level 100 character boosts and shit, which that is what I agree with.
Yeah. Anyone
Give
who
me
bought it gets a
something
free
as,
boost to skip all the stuff.
Yeah, like don't alienate your loyal players is what I'm
No.
saying. Like that's why Bethesda and Irrational Games will lose so much credibility, because people are sitting there going, okay, well, I'm never gonna buy a fucking season's pass from you ever again because you're just gonna make it free.
Yeah,
I'd rather just wait.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
And
it's
such a slap in the face because the game was already subpar as is.
what, Fallout 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't
Fallout 4 in comparison to New Vegas was fucking like dog shit. Like the game itself, a lot of fun, but like the content,
Fallout 4,
very
I
subpar.
enjoyed it. Like I put a lot of time into Fallout 4. I did like the weapon
The gunplay and
customization.
shit was phenomenal.
The-
Yeah, it was
The
phenomenal.
weapon customization was amazing, but you can tell that they had to sacrifice weapon variety for customization, because you really only had your 10mm pistol and like a very handful of the OG weapons. Where if you look back at Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas, there were so many weapons. Holy!
Well, I just felt kind of thrown out in the cold as a Fallout player, because where were the RPG elements? That's where I sat back and went, wow, they really fucked the dog on this game, because they got rid of a majority of what made the game fun.
They threw away the RPG element for like almost like the base defense element that they did nothing with.
I can't run around and do a whole playthrough of just my beat the fuck out of people with my fists. Like that's what was great about Fallout New Vegas, was you could throw on a pair of boxing gloves, fucking fully spec into unarmed, and then just go beat the fuck out of Deathclaws. Like, yeah, I beat your ass. What are you gonna do about it?
All right, it's been an
Fallout
hour and a
4
half.
was like so gimped.
No,
Yeah, my
fuck.
phone's gonna die.
I was wondering about that. I'm like, you're on mobile,
My
dude.
phone is Yeah, but it was cool because my phone started at 20% when we started the podcast, and I was like, yeah, it'll
Jeez.
last, and like here we are.
All right,
Wow,
Samsung.
that's roulette right there. Like we're talking about pee roulette. Like that's podcast roulette.
Mhm.
Yeah, so if I cut off randomly before the goodbyes, I apologize.
What sad song should I play today?
Oh, don't play anything.
Um,
Well, I would like to thank everyone for watching today's episode.
Wow, strokey.
But yeah, Pillars of Autumn. We got a Facebook page. I think it's Pillars of Autumn Official. We got an Instagram, which is also at Pillars of Autumn Official. We have merch at
Pig cartel. Pig fucker.
Pillars of Autumn Official.bigcartel.com. We got some new shirts coming in. They should be in any day now. What else do we have? We have things. Check us out on
CDs.
Spotify. CD. Oh, we got CDs.
Jesus Christ! Every fucking week. What else
Actually,
we
I
got?
I actually have an order that I need to send out tonight. Yeah. Oh, and listen to us on Spotify, please. It helps us out.
Yeah, we've
in
got like
a lot of
16
ways.
cents.
all the Spotify listens.
It's if you want to support the band in a super passive way, please just listen to podcast. Listen to the album.
Holy
Listen,
shit.
listen to the dude. Holy fuck,
I should
man.
do these. Like, I should do the outro. You do the in, I'll do the out.
Dude, no, I smoked. So this new strain that I got, it's like
Dev's like, oh boy.
It's like super like heavy strength indica, but it was at the very end of what was left in my grinder, so I just scraped in all the keef too. Dude.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh my god.
You're up there right now, eh?
Dude, Amanda rolled this joint which was like 90% keef and like this other strain that she has that had me
Christ.
fucking blitzed last night, dude. I
love that
fucked up.
shit, man.
I had to take like 20 minutes to leave the studio to go laugh with her because I'm going over some songs for Amanda's mom's wedding, and there's just some songs that caught me off guard because very about Jesus and I love Jesus, and it just sounded so funny going from like these super serious romantic songs to "You love Jesus." I'm like, fuck.
All right, let's finish this outro. My phone's
I was
dying.
about to say, it took you 20 minutes. Now it's taking you 20 minutes to end the show.
Anyways, Pillars of Autumn, we're a deathcore band. Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, money, buy.
And if you want to come play Destiny with me, I'm always open.
Peace, fellas.
Bye.